All right, so tell us about the moment that it happened and what your reaction was when you found out about it.
Uh, Shout out Desmond Bain. He had in the moment he had chased down on Hall of Fame. I got by him, went back middle, gave him a bump. He didn't like the bump, so he went to block my layup. And then I came down. I thought it was the shoe that made a noise, but I got up. I tried to sprint, and like I collapsed over. So, but it didn't hurt in the moment until like that next morning, and then got the news back. But all the tears are flushed out and everything. But I'm ready to get back rolling.
You one of the most positive guys. So how has your rehab been going to get back to where you need to go? Because I know you're gonna try to overdo it because you're an overachiever. So how has it been going so far?
It started off slow, just with making sure my ankle doesn't stiff up, doing a lot of movement stuff. But the biggest thing has been no pain, so it's been limited in certain things at first. But now I can get full range of motion with my foot going different ways in my toes and stuff. And the wound where they did the surgery is healed up completely, so we're just waiting on the bone to just clamp back together. So.
Gigi, is the challenge now being patient? I mean, you had such a strong debut this last season, with the roster such giving you a lot of chances for a lot of playing minutes. You took advantage of them, and here you are. You work all summer, and you're looking to build. Now you've got to kind of take this step back. How do you make sure that you don't press too much, trying to get back so that you can try to have a strong second season?
Jaron and Brandon, they told me the worst part is going to be when they're out there playing and I have to sit on the bench and watch. But I told Coach when I had my meeting with him, it's kind of a blessing and a curse in disguise. I get to watch to see how I'm gonna fit in with the guys. I've got to play with Desmond and Jaron a couple of times, being with out there on the floor with those two. But when we got the head of the snake out there, everybody's role is definitely going to change. But yeah, I get to get a overlay out on how I get to fit in with those guys, and definitely patience is eating at me. But like you just said, I don't want to overdo anything, and I'm definitely in the right hands.
I think Jaron had the same injury, so have you talked to him about it? And second of all, is there anything you're doing to make sure that this doesn't slow down your development at all?
Definitely. As soon as I got back from surgery, they had me lifting. Bronco told me not all of your body parts are broken, so we've still been upper body and lower body. But it's definitely going to be out of shape when I get back. So we got to focus on getting my cardio back up and mainly, just not getting bored with the process. And with a guy my age, it's tempting, to just wander off or drift away. But remembering that, the main thing is getting back healthy and, hopefully putting the emphasis on winning with this team with my play getting back. So. I went to his house, I want to say a couple weeks ago. He threw some crutches at me because I tried to walk through normally. But he let me know, like, you're going to be fine and all that. And he's been so far off his injury, he couldn't remember which foot it was on. But it was kind of fun to know that, my odds of, winning a DPOI might go up now, so maybe.
When saw the timeline of how long you could potentially be out, it seems like that December range, and your birthday is in December. I know you've already thought of it, but do you have in your mind the idea that you want to be back before your birthday? Is that something that you've even thought about?
Definitely. For me, I want to try to get back late November, but whatever they see fit. For me, we're probably gonna go off of what they want, but I hope it's not too long because it's a list that I'm trying to crawl up on for like points by teenagers. It's something small, but I'm trying. But if I can't, we'll move past it and just focus on team achieving at the end of the day.
Piggyback on that, how much you relish being the youngest guy in the league? And you're still the youngest guy in the league.
Yes, sir.
And you're going into year two.
It was crazy knowing that a lot of the guys picked this past year. I'm still younger than them, but the team still treats me as the the little bro or the kid. But I'm definitely growing up in some ways, as you guys can see. I've got a couple chin hairs. We're getting older. But just bringing a positive light throughout the facility. I feel like it's my job as the young guy, and just being a sponge and learning as much as possible.
Hey Gigi, obviously you might still be one of the youngest guys, but you're also not the rookie anymore. And there's 3 rooks that have come in. Any insight you've kind of parted with them as to how to handle this year? Any funny things or just serious things as well?
Definitely funny things. I haven't told them about like holding different bags and all that stuff like that, but Derrick Rose retired, so I don't think anybody gonna be holding bags. But I told him some serious things as far as being a professional at all times. Gonna have to wake up extremely early, being a rookie some days, but I feel like those guys, they definitely have the excitement of I just got drafted, so they're definitely willing to do anything that the organization has them to do. And these group of guys are very special, and even I, not even being a GM or a coach, can see the potential running through them.
So we got the story today about Jalen Wells not recognizing John Conchar in his rookie moment. I'm wondering if, first, what was your perspective on hearing that? And then, 2, if you had any really bad rookie moments like that we didn't quite hear about during your rookie year.
I think when I heard about it, I was like, Jalen either had to be like so nervous or just like super excited to be here that he just didn't recognize his teammate. But also John has a way of being so discreet, that you don't notice that he's there. But, that's kind of, the guy that, we want him to be on the court, just doing the little things, messing up stuff. So it was funny to hear about. Jalen definitely corrected it as soon as he heard. But for me, I don't, no funny stories like that for me, nah.
Gigi, you spoke earlier about D-Rose having you guys toting bags and whatnot. Of course, he just recently retired. What kind of influence did he have on you, and what can you say about his career?
Derrick Rose was a huge part of this team, in my opinion, as far as not necessarily being an enforcer, but a guy who could bring all of us together. And, for me, kind of a funny story. Like he said, I called Derrick Rose sir when I first saw him. He didn't like that. But he definitely, inspired me. From him winning the MVP so young, he, not necessarily sees, MVP stuff in me, but the potential to be a very good player. And just to hear those words come from him means a lot from me. To me, but even his career, the things he's been able to accomplish, ups and downs, going through adversity and injuries and all those things, and it's something that I can look to, going through an injury as well, to see how he bounced back from things.
Gigi, ever since you got here, we noticed the smile and the positivity for a guy that dealt with the draft night stuff and then got an opportunity to really excel last year. How important will that positivity be in your rehab? Because, again, now you have a little bit of a step back before you can come full. How important is that for you, and what have people around you have told you to, hey, keep that up because that's going to be instrumental in you getting back?
Yes, sir. My dad tells me positive things happen to positive people. So, even if you don't feel like doing certain things, just look at the good side that it'll have for you. For me, I look at it, as like suicides. We got to touch every line, with this coming back from injury. But, we looking at the far baseline like, man, far, but we got to get there and get it. So yeah.
Gigi, they talk about you being the bright bulb in the room. And a few players talked about mental health. Wanted to give you this platform to maybe talk about the support system that helps lift you up. outside of the court? And then with the injury, what's been the communication on how you can take last year's breakout season but still go forward with a blank slate knowing you still got a lot to prove?
Yes, sir. My parents, they've had a huge impact and effect on my life and my career as well. Constant conversations with my dad. He probably checks up on me the most out of anybody that I know. But also Miss Chelsea Day, she's been huge for me ever since I got here, just making me feel as comfortable as possible. And to, not look at her as someone that just works for the Grizzlies. She can be your best friend. And for me, it's been times where, I've went to her with, sad emotions or different things like that, and I've always walked out with a smile. So, Miss Chelsea is, she's a hell of a woman and very inspiring, and she uplifts you if you be around her. So, yes, sir. Thank y'all.